Dallin's here.
Hi, Tim.
Hey. So I'm not on Zoom, so I'm gonna try to go on mute here just to make sure it works. You guys hear me?
I don't hear you at the moment, Tim.
You can't hear me right now?
No, we do hear you now.
Okay, now I'm gonna try I'm gonna try muted. Hold on.
Okay.
Hi, Regan.
Did you hear me counting?
We did not hear you.
I feel safe now and cussing under my breath.
Hello?
Hello. We'll get started in just a minute. We're waiting for a few more to join us.
Okay. Is that you, Reagan?
Yes, this is Regan. Hi.
Hi, Sharon Murphy Normile.
Hi, Sharon. Thanks for
Hi.
joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Just give it a few more minutes. I think we're waiting on a couple more commission members here.
No worries. I was just afraid I wouldn't know what to, I wouldn't get logged in.
No, you're good. It worked out.
Thank you again.
Of course. Just give it a few more minutes, everybody. See who pops on.
Oh. So are you moved in?
Sorry, Richard. I was talking
that's
with
all
my
right.
better half. He wanted to know where he was on the agenda.
Wait a minute, I'll debate that better half part. No, I was just curious if you're starting to move yet.
No, not yet. We're hoping next week. That's the plan.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. We'll need it.
Finally took the for sale sign down anyway.
Mhm.
I need to use the computer for this meeting. How do I get the sound to come out of the speakers?
Is that you, Catherine?
Oh yeah, am I not on mute? I'm having technology issues.
Oh, you're fine. No, it's okay. I see you in two places here.
Yeah, I'm having problems. I'm trying to get the speaker to come out of somewhere else, so I got it on my phone now.
Okay, no worries. We'll just give Nancy a minute to log on here. I'm hoping we have a Greg show up because that would be helpful.
Yeah, Greg. Yeah, we got two Gregs.
Yeah, we need both or one Greg would be useful. Nancy, are you able to connect or are you having some difficulties?
Let's see. Oh,
Just gonna give Nancy another minute, and I just texted Greg to see if he's joining us.
I'm watching an auction at the same time tonight. There's a Hopkins and Allen revolver for sale.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nancy, are you all connected?
I look like I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Excellent.
Start the
Perfect.
Video.
There we go.
Okay, there. I think it's okay now.
We see you. We hear you.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks,
Okay.
Evan. Yeah, that,
Excellent.
that way. All right, thank you.
Awesome. So I think in the interest of time, I think that we should get started. And I must apologize if you can hear the roaring in my background. There's a lawnmower. It'll go away in 5 seconds.
Okay, sure. I don't even hear it.
Well, that's good. I'm glad no one else can hear it. It's very loud. Okay. All right. So I think
Okay.
I think we should get started. And if anyone else joins us, that would be fabulous. So I'll just get started and welcome everyone to the regular meeting of the Historic District Commission on June 16th, starting here at 5:35. So I have kind of an overview of how the meeting is going to be operated this evening that I'm just going to read off of my notes here. So bear with me for those who have heard this ad nauseum. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the June meeting of the Historic District Commission. For those that don't know me, my name is Regan Miner, and I am the chairwoman or chairman of the commission. Also, everyone, please be aware that this is being recorded, and our meeting tonight will be broken into 2 sections. The public hearing will be first, and then the regular meeting will be second. The public hearing is the opportunity for the applicants to present their applications to the commission and for the commission to ask questions of the applicants. Once the public hearing closes, the regular meeting will begin. The regular meeting is where the commission discusses and votes on the applications. Applicants are welcome to stay and listen to the regular meeting. However, please be advised that you're not allowed to speak or provide any more information regarding your application during that time. All applicants will have receive written notification regarding the commission's decision by tomorrow via email. And I will ask that for everyone who is not speaking, if they could just mute themselves so that we can prevent background noise like you just heard from me with lots of lawnmowers and things like that. So if you're not speaking, I would just advise everyone to just mute themselves to prevent any sort of background noise. So any questions before we move into the public hearing portion of the meeting? All right, hearing no questions. I did get notification from the applicant of COA 457, 415 Washington Street that she is unable to attend the meeting tonight. So she won't be able to be here with us. So I'm moving forward on the agenda here with the next COA, which is COA 458, 348 Washington Street, which is the Society of the Founders of Norwich. And we do have someone present here to discuss the application. So I'm going to turn it over to my better half here.
There is somebody here representing the organization. Hello, everybody. We are submitting a COA to replace the fence at the Leffingwell House Museum. And I submitted the pictures as well as specifications regarding the fence. There's two sections, two main sections of fence that we're replacing. The first is right in the front of the house. Excuse me. The first one is in the front of the house, which surrounds the gardens, and then the second section is the side garden, which faces the west side of the house. So technically, the south and the west ends where we currently have fencing that is at the moment falling apart. But we have enlisted the help of an Eagle Scout who will be doing this project. We've had
on this one.
scouts do these types of projects before, and he'll
I
be
just do
supported
that with you.
by others who are versed in this type of work as well too. The fence will pretty much be a replica, not a replica, but will feature the same material and the sizing of all of the pickets. So what you see right there is what we're going to be replacing, just with newer lumber. That being said, the existing footprint will be the same. We're not adding any new fencing. We're just replacing the fencing that already exists. I'm happy to entertain any questions. if anybody has any.
You're gonna put pickets in the front where they're now cut off?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the lumber that was donated has the pickets on them.
Okay.
And it will not be, we're not painting the fence either. It will be stained a natural stain.
Currently, the ones
Any
on
other
the
questions?
side- I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, this is Tim Dowan. So currently the ones on the side, it's hard to see from the aerial view, I think, around the garden, or the side garden. Those do have, they're not capped off at the top, right? Those actually, I don't know if they come to a point, but I think what Richard was trying to say, and I want to just confirm, it won't be painted, but the image that you show in images 3 and 4, I guess it would be image 3 with pointy tops, that's what we're going to see, correct?
Yes, the fence that's there right now originally had the pointed pickets, but the points were removed some time ago. But the lumber that's being donated is going to have the pointed pickets, yes.
Yeah. Never did understand why they were cut off, but they were cut off when it was first put in.
Yeah, I've heard different story of different variations of it.
Yeah.
Are there any further questions for the applicant?
We're having audio problems.
I think I hear Catherine typing. Is that what I want to hear? Catherine, if you could just mute yourself, that'd be awesome. There we go.
I don't know
Thank
how it keeps on muting me.
There you go.
you. All good. Thank you, everybody.
And I
Okay.
think it says it, but it's wood for wood, so there's no unnatural poly or anything like that that's going to be used.
Yep, all natural wood. It will be stained, natural stain. I think I mentioned in the letter too, we're not real to set the wood. It's just going to be set in natural dirt.
Any further questions?
Boy. Can't hear.
Can you hear us, Richard?
Oh, it's just that the audio is all over the place.
Okay. Any further questions for Dane?
Nah, it's pretty straightforward. Needs to be done.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. So moving on here on our agenda. The next COA we have is COA 459, 422 Washington Street. And I believe we do have someone here present to discuss this application. So Tim, I'll let you take it away.
Well, I thought my wife was over there. Oh, okay.
Either your wife or yourself,
so-
doesn't matter.
So I apologize first off for the committee because I didn't really, it was a struggle for me to get this COA in one piece. It didn't seem to want to go into the HDC email, but at any rate, what I'm proposing here is a continuation of a long ago started modification to the 422 Washington Street. When we first moved in, we had moved the back door from the side. In the first image that you see there, you're going to see a vent next to a window. That's where the door originally was. It was moved around to the back, and we've been living with temporary steps, I guess, up through the back through this time. So what I'm proposing is that, let's see, what do I say first? The portico covering above that door to mimic what's in the front porch, I guess, where there's, if you look at the face of it, there's like some scallop detail, and the pitch, the A pitch would mimic the roof line from that, but it would only jut out a couple feet to give a little bit of shelter in that entryway. And then the other detail on that is the support, which I gave the contractor the same corner braces that are used in the front and side porch, currently in the front of the house, and those would be replicated, obviously a little bit bigger to support the portico itself. And from there, the steps, temporary steps that are currently there, would be replaced by the three-way steps leading off of that entryway. Eventually, there'll be a stone patio. I don't believe, well, at any rate, that would be removed. And then if you're noticing on that first drawing again, what would be cleaned up would be the remnant of right now just the roof over that where the original entryway was. Provided two pictures where I think was the only vantage point that you could see my back porch without trespassing on my property, I guess. And if you look at that, you can see, I don't know if it's 428, maybe Vincenzo and Sarah's white barn. If you look very closely or zoom in on the first, maybe the second picture, zoom in right to the right of that barn is, I think, the only visible place where you can see that door as you work your way around the East Town Street and in front of the house, Washington. So, again, the steps would be Ipe wood tread. It kind of looks like mahogany, and it would match the front and side porch that I use for the treads on that deck, and number one pine for the risers on it, and then underneath would be pressure treated but unseen, since it would be enclosed, so you wouldn't see any of that, and those would rest upon a cement footing. I think there are 2 footings that would have to go down 48, and then the rest of the support would be off of that. So, and I think that's pretty much all I had to say about it. Entertain any questions?
Thank you, Tim.
What in the world?
What in the world? What?
No,
Sorry, that
no, it was some kind of sound.
That was the lawnmower behind me. I apologize, everybody. So are there any questions for Tim?
No, his hand drawing and that, I think, showed it very well. And in the summertime particularly, it's, can't really see anything back there. And other than that, he's covered all the bases. He knows.
I don't have any further questions for you, Tim. Thank you for giving a very thorough explanation of your application. So I don't have any questions. Nancy, do you have questions?
No questions.
Thank you.
Oh, so I'm going to continue a little bit, though. I just want
Sure,
to
you
verify.
can keep going.
I can certainly put it in, but you'll notice that I was eventually, once this is done, then I've got another guy that wants to come in and do the stone patio there. I don't know if is that something that has to go through here, or should I just put it in just for just because of the situation, I guess, because I'm the HCC member here, whatever. It would be similar. And other than you'd have to be trespassing even closer to the house in order to see the where the patio is going to actually be. But I kind of detailed that in the stone thing here. I just want to make sure is that something I'd have to come back later on? You want me to come back later on, or is that something that doesn't have to be addressed in a COA?
Sorry, I think the lawnmower has finally calmed down where I can take myself off of mute. I think, Tim, so I did hear most of what you were saying, and again, I had noise in my background. So you're saying that the patio is gonna go off of the rear door that you are applying for at this moment?
Correct. Stone patio off of that. I tried to kind of show what it would, where it would go out in front of that. So again,
see.
obviously from the viewpoints that you'd see, you're not going to see that any better than you're going to see the actual entryway itself. So I wasn't sure if I should delay anything, or if I need a COA and actually to do that type of work.
I
Certainly
think that,
willing to.
oh, go ahead. Sorry, Tim, keep going.
No, I was just going to say I'm certainly willing to if that's necessary, and obviously it's going to take a little bit, so I could always do it for the next meeting if need be. I don't know what the commission feels right now for that.
I think that you're probably okay, since, our main part of our mandate is to make sure that any changes is not visible from the public right of way. And since this will be on the ground, I'm thinking that may not be as much of an issue, but I'm eager to hear what Richard thinks as well.
No, I don't think it would be an issue because it will not be visible from the standpoint that it's going to be at grade level. So
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. So any further questions for Tim before we move on our agenda here? Unless, Tim, do you have anything else to add, or are you good to move on?
No, I'll shut up now.
All right, well then I'm going to move forward on the agenda here. So next up we have COA 460, 167 Broadway. And I believe we do have an applicant present to discuss the application. So Sharon, I'll turn it over to you and you can tell us what you're planning.
Okay, thanks, Reagan. I'm just looking to restore the left side and left back corner of an extension of an old barn that failed many years ago. I submitted 2 pictures that I thought would at least show you the left side and left back corner. The city had offered to allow me to demolish it. I didn't want to do that, even though it is a much later added addition to the original barn that failed, as I said, some years ago. It's just 2x4 framing with an exterior 1/2-inch CDX sheathing, plywood, Tyvek invertible boards to match the original, and will be painted to make the building secure and usable again, because right now it is not.
Awesome. Thank you, Sharon. Appreciate that. Do any commission members have questions for the applicant?
This is, Dan. I'm sorry. So again, that'll all be enclosed. What I'm seeing in picture, both pictures, I guess, would be, what I'm going to see is vertical pine and everything will be enclosed.
Correct.
Correct? Okay. Yep. That's it.
Sounds good. Looks pretty straightforward. Nancy or Richard, do you have questions for Sharon?
no.
No.
All right.
Actually, I'll butt in one more time. No
Yeah, go ahead,
windows
please.
in there? I'm sorry, no, any windows?
No, there are no windows.
Okay, or doors in the section?
Just in that section, no, just the original 2 front doors that remain and are in good condition.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Sounds good. Well, Sharon, unless you have anything else to add, you're welcome to stick around, or if you want to jump off the call, you're welcome to do that too. And I'll be in touch with you via email tomorrow regarding the decision that the commission makes during the regular meeting portion of the meeting this evening. So you're welcome to do whatever you'd like. You can stick around or jump off.
That's all that I have, but thank you very much. I appreciate all of your time and I appreciate this, and I'll wait to hear from you tomorrow.
Sounds good. I'll be in touch with you tomorrow.
Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you.
Sharon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Okay. So I am going to close the public hearing portion of the meeting at this time and transition to the regular meeting here at 5:54 p.m. And I'll start with Action on COAs. So starting from the top here, COA 457, 415 Washington Street. I would entertain a motion to approve the application as submitted.
Oh, that's the, yeah. I'll make a motion to approve it as submitted.
Thank you, Richard. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks, Tim. Any discussion on the application?
Did you have, I'm gonna ask if you had any other discussion as they entered it and could not attend the meeting here. So my understanding right now would be that underneath that top part in the overhang is where we would see those soffits that
Mhm.
the 3 to 4 inch soffits. And that's
Yes,
basically what we're talking about here, correct? That's all we're talking.
Yeah, that's my understanding as well, Tim.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I did not have further discussions with the applicant, other than, receiving the application.
She's saying it's not visible from the public way either? Or is it?
She's saying the rear exterior of the house is not visible from the street, is what she's stating in her
yeah.
application.
Is, closing out the US cable one. If she puts them on her front soffits, she would be able to see them, but they could be painted easily.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think that's, if they're painted, I don't think they'd necessarily be all that visible. I know there's the lane that goes behind that house.
Yeah,
Coit
Lane,
Lane?
yeah. Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. But, yeah, that's maintenance work.
And so she would be closing off the gable end vents. I'm not quite sure if that means like from the inside that you'd still look like it had a vent up in that, in the first picture up
Mhm.
to the right of the chimney. I'm going to assume that would not be, patchworked in to close that whole thing off, but it would be closed in the back side of it, I would think. But that's just a consideration. We wouldn't see anything visible from the outside for that vent, I wouldn't guess. But we could put that in as a stipulation.
Yeah. I'm gonna close them off from the inside, is what she says.
Does it say that from the inside?
Yes, on page 3.
Mhm.
From the inside, I'm sorry, yep. All right. And she's painting the other ones to match, so again, I don't think that those are gonna pop out, the circular vents, the soffit vents, so.
Yeah,
All right.
I think it seems okay to me as well.
Yeah.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'm gonna do a roll call vote, and I'm just doing it based on where you guys are on my screen, so there's no favorites. Nancy,
Aye.
Richard,
Aye.
Tim,
Aye.
and Regan, aye. The motion passes unanimously. Thank you all very much. So the next application we have to review is COA 458, 348 Washington Street. And I would entertain a motion to accept the application as submitted and presented.
I so move.
Thank you, Tim. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Oh, that was, I think, tie. I heard Nancy first, so I'll give Nancy
Nancy,
that one.
That's fine.
Okay.
Any discussion?
I think the pointy pickets will look a lot better than the existing ones.
Mhm.
Just my opinion.
I think it'll be an improvement.
I'm trying to remember why they were cut off in the first place. Don't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
Um,
So any
Like
further
the-
discussion?
I'm just saying, it's wooden, like for like material. Sounds like it's all within scope of what we normally like to see.
Mhm.
Yep, all seems appropriate.
Roll call vote again. I'll start with you again, Nancy.
Aye.
Thank you. Richard,
I,
Tim,
Aye.
and Regan, aye. The motion passes unanimously. Thank you all so much. So the next application we have here is COA 459, 422 Washington Street. And I would entertain a motion to accept the application as presented and submitted.
I so
I'll do
move.
that. and I'll second it. Oh, damn it.
So Nancy made the motion and
I'll
Richard,
second.
Richard will second. Thank you very much. Any discussion?
No,
All right, hearing none. I'm going to do the roll call vote again. So Nancy,
Aye.
Richard,
I,
Tim,
Abstain?
that's what I was hoping you were going to do. And Regan, aye. So the motion passes. Thank you all very much. Last COA is COA 460, 167 Broadway. I would entertain a motion to accept the application as presented and submitted.
so moved.
Thank you, Richard. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Nancy, thank you. Any discussion on the application?
I'm trying to think where this actually is, 167, but I find that strange that the city said you can tear it down type of thing. Would that not have to come through us also? Or
Yeah,
not, even if it
yeah.
was older, or not as old as the original barn? That just seemed like a strange guidance by the city. Yes?
Inappropriate.
Yeah, we would still need to see it even if it was a demolition. You know, any structure within the historic district is subject to our review, whether or not it's an addition or a later barn or not. We would still need to review that.
But other than that, I think the only place you see where it's going to look like is to the very, very right of the last picture, which will be the vertical pine. And as long as it's all enclosed, it will look, once it weathers, I think, pretty good.
Mhm. Yeah, I would think so. All right, any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll ask for the roll call vote again. So Nancy,
She looked.
Nancy? Can you hear me? Did she freeze? Oh no, we lost her. Oh no. I think she froze. We do have a. Oh, go ahead, Richard. Sorry, was I interrupting you?
No. I'm just trying to figure out what happened. That's all right. Go ahead, please.
No, I think we lost her. I think she froze and might have been kicked off, but we do have yeah, I think that maybe we should wait for her to come back because we only have 3 now. We had 4 before, which was a quorum. And now that we have only 3, that's very unfortunate. I'm hoping she can get back on. Nobody happens to
I
have her
agree.
cell phone number, do they?
I don't.
Who is, oh, okay. Oh, boy.
Let me. Sorry, everybody. I just pushed the wrong button here. I'm going to try to email her. I'm just gonna send her the Zoom link one more time, everybody, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just sending her the Zoom link. Okay, this is unfortunate. So we're gonna have to put a pause on this application. In fact, we're gonna have to pause all voting because we lost our quorum, which is super unfortunate. I'm really hoping she can come back.
Let's see. Do you have her phone number?
I don't have her phone number now. I wish I did.
Let's see if I have it. Contact list. Uh, yeah. No, I have her email address. That's all.
Yeah, that's all I have. I don't have her phone number. Oh, man. I could try calling the BB O'Neill office.
You know, I should. Let me try that. She may not know she's off even.
Okay, hang on. She has not emailed me yet. All right, I'm gonna put myself on mute and try calling her office because we can't vote on anything else. We don't have a quorum anymore. So bear with me, everybody.
Okay.
While the leader put us on mute, do we still have communication?
I just put myself on mute, so no extraneous
Yeah.
sound.
I did too. I just wondered if that did everyone, but okay. Sounds
Yeah, just waiting to see what Regan comes back with. Whoops.
good. That sounds good. Someone
Hi.
just logged in. Hey,
Reagan, can you hear me?
Is that you, Nancy?
Yeah, the thing just off and they can't get it going again, so I'm calling the phone thing.
Hey, that works. We're just happy that we have you.
It's just gone. It's spinning saying waiting and it will not reconnect, so we don't know what that means.
Maybe
I'm
it's
on
the
the phone.
bandwidth or the Wi-Fi. Who knows?
I don't know, but I can do whatever. What are we doing now? Trying to do the minutes or something?
So we were still on COA 460, 167 Broadway. I believe that we had a motion and a second to approve, and I believe I was just doing the roll call before we lost you, unfortunately.
Okay.
Unless there's any further discussion, I can begin the roll call vote again now that we have Nancy back here.
Okay.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
so hearing no further discussion, I'll ask for the roll call vote. So Nancy, I'll start with you.
Aye.
Richard,
Aye.
Tim,
aye.
and then Regan, aye. The motion passes unanimously. Thank you all very much, and sorry for that technical difficulty. Nancy, we're happy you're here.
Very good.
So next on our agenda, we have the approval of minutes from the Wednesday, May 19th, 2021 regular meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes as written?
So moved.
I move, go ahead.
Thank you, Richard. And Nancy, you want a second?
Or second.
Thank you very much. Any discussion on the minutes?
No.
Hearing none, I'll do the roll call vote again. So Nancy, I'll start with you.
No, I was gonna say
Aye.
one thing.
Oh, go ahead, Richard. I mean, Tim, excuse me. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tim.
Again, I can't vote on it, but I did read it, and it, I was just gonna mention that the Skylight one, 87 Town Street, they never came back after it was denied. I don't know if that's part of, is that the end of it? If it was, application was denied.
Oh, we could talk about that during, I could say something about that during Chairman's report if you wanted to mention that, Tim.
Yeah, I was gonna point out typo in your name in that one. That's the only reason it popped up at first, and then, but anyway, that's a minor thing. Yeah, I see you, unless you change your name to Regan Minter.
That's true. I have not changed my name as of late. So
It
we'll just
shows up
include,
as, yeah, it shows up a few times there.
so we'll just then include with the minutes, the updated spelling to my name where appropriate.
Sorry.
No, you're fine, Tim. Thank you. Any further discussion? So hearing none, I'll go through the roll call again. So Nancy, I'll start with you.
Aye.
Richard,
Aye.
Tim? Oh, yeah,
Abstain?
sorry, thank you, I forgot. And then I will also say aye. So the minutes pass. Thank you, everybody. So I can mention that under Chairman's report, Tim, your question, and I may actually ask Richard to comment because I know he and Greg Johnson were the ones who were chatting with the owners of, or the tenants of 87 Town Street. So Richard, I don't know if you wanted to give a quick synopsis of conversations you had.
No, really, I wasn't able to get back on the second time that Greg went back in. So I just, my opinion is that they don't listen, and they hear and what they want to hear, and that's about, it's very difficult to communicate with them. For some reason, Greg said they chose not to use the blinds, which would be the best answer. And, there is really no way to put awnings on that building anyways. And as you pointed out last time, the landlord, the owner of the building, was not asked whether it was appropriate. So they've got other problems than us.
So I think what I gathered from Greg's email is that they're just going to kind of sit tight and reassess and see what they want to do in the future, is what I am understanding.
Yes, I got the same thing.
So Tim, I hope that answers your question.
It does.
Okay, awesome. I want to move on to old business very quickly. I was hoping that we would have some RFPs to review, but unfortunately we did not get any responses to our RFP, which is really disappointing. I sent it out to 4 consultants and was hopeful that one of them would respond. So what I will do is likely go out to bid again and send it to the same 4 and maybe even add a couple more as backups in the hopes that we have responses by the July meeting. So I'm a little disappointed that we didn't have anything for today to review and that we're now pushed back another month, but it is what it is and we'll just push forward.
Were there any date time groups that would have to be adjusted? I can't remember in the original solicitation.
Yeah, I'll have to
Obviously,
just
that-
adjust the dates, yeah, because I had, June 2nd as the deadline, so now I'm gonna have to make it like, I don't know, July 2nd or I'll adjust accordingly. I'm gonna basically push everything back a month with the schedule. So it's a little disappointing, but anyway, I'm hoping next meeting we'll have some RFPs to review. The next item that I wanted to discuss under new business was notification to historic district residents. I really think what we need to do is send emails and letters out again. There's been a lot of turnover in at least the Norristown Historic District that I'm aware of new homeowners. And I've tried to send letters to most all of them, welcoming them to the district and explaining the rules that they need to comply with. Now being residents in a local historic district, but I'm sure there may be some that I missed, some that turned over without my knowledge. So I really think communication with the residents is a really great idea. The other reason that I would like to communicate with residents, either via email or via letter, is that I believe that the COVID, what am I trying to say? The General Assembly is doing new legislation where some of those COVID rules that we had before, where we could only have like 24-hour advance notice to have meetings published, that is starting to go away. And what I want to make sure residents realize is that there's no last minute submission of applications any longer. We had this issue this past time, Catherine and I, where we had a late application and it didn't go over well with the submission to the city. So we need to make sure that the applicants are aware that they have 5 days, if not more, to give us their application so that we have them plenty of time to submit that to the city and to submit that through all the other proper channels. So I wanted to remind people of that so that they don't get frustrated if they submit something to us 2 days before the meeting and we can't put it on the agenda because of the new timelines that have been reinstated. So I just wanted to mention that to everybody. I have most everybody's emails. Many people have submitted emails because of when they were submitting applications. So I have a lot of people's emails. I don't have everybody's emails. So for those that I do not have emails for, probably a mailed letter will be most appropriate. So any questions about that? I wanted to get that out pretty soon now that all of these rules are changing.
Nope, go forth and prosper.
Yeah, what I may need help with is determining how many letters we have to mail. Like I said, I've got a majority of people's emails, at least in the Norristown Historic District. I don't have everybody's emails in the Little Plain District. So I may be calling upon commission members, and I'm looking at you, Richard, to help me with the letter portion.
Okay. No problem.
And that kind of goes into the next item here with future meetings. I have been talking to the city about if we're doing virtual versus in person moving forward, and I'm getting kind of wishy-washy responses. The latest that I received is that it may be up to the individual commission to decide whether or not they want to do in person versus virtual. I know that some of the COVID era regulations were expiring June 30th. So at that point, I'm going to follow up with Michael Driscoll again to confirm what we're supposed to do. If we're supposed to go back to in person, or if we are supposed to continue as in a hybrid fashion. So stay tuned because I don't know yet.
Okay.
So is there anything else anyone would like to bring before the commission at this time? Or if there's any questions of what I just went over?
None.
All right. So at this point,
What
our,
do people prefer?
oh, go ahead, Nancy, I'm sorry.
Reagan, do people prefer to continue to have remote hearings or prefer to have in person? What does everybody think, or if it's up to us?
I'm-
I think I like in person myself, but I'm not technically challenged, so I think that either way works for me. And sometimes, well, when we're in person, we don't have an open phone line, correct? So that doesn't give us a database where we'd be able to meet, and if we were away somehow to be able to call in. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have the technical ability to be able to have somebody call in very easily. You know,
Yeah,
but-
I'd have to talk to the city IT department about that. I don't know if I have a preference. I think it's convenient to just, log onto the computer and be in the meeting and then log off and be home. So I do see that convenience.
Yeah.
And I think it has been a little bit easier for applicants, I have to say, to attend meetings, to
right.
just log on to their computer versus coming downtown. So we'll just have to see. I'll have to talk with Michael Driscoll and see what is recommended moving forward.
I guess it does present more flexibility to have this remote thing. I've actually gotten so used to them, I kind of like them. But,
Mhm.
of course, I'm the one that just clicked off and didn't have service all of a sudden, or whatever the heck happened there. So I don't know, but at least there is the phone, so I guess there's a backup, which is kind of handy in a way.
Mhm.
yeah,
So, I don't know, if we can
Luckily,
continue it, it's not a bad idea in my opinion, but I don't know what everybody else, I kind of like it this way.
Yeah.
It's easier,
Will,
takes less time, and there are more options.
yeah, will.
I
the
suppose the
city-
one thing, there isn't an option of bringing materials and showing us too well, although they almost could do that too, I suppose. Could do that too, maybe, I don't know.
will
I
the
kind of
city-
like this better if anybody needs to hear that, but I think it's better, but I don't know.
Okay.
I-
No, it's
We're
good to
probably
know. Thank you.
spoiled and, yeah,
Well,
we're
the-
probably spoiled, but it might not even be up to us, I don't know. We'll have
Yeah,
to see
well-
what's said about it all.
Will the city continue to supply the Zoom service?
To supply the Zoom, is that what you asked, Richard?
Correct.
I'm assuming yes.
If they would, this is much easier. I got my yard clothes on and I don't have to worry about changing.
It is easier, it takes less time.
Well, I will certainly let the city know that, and if we have the option to continue with virtual, then I'll make that recommendation, if the decision's up to us. I don't know if it is or not. I'll have to check.
I guess we've become pandemic Zoomers and we're in the mode now.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep everyone
Alright.
posted. I've been having some communication with the city about this recently, so I'll keep everyone in the loop as we move forward.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
So at this point, our
Okay.
next meeting date is Wednesday, July 21st, at 5:30 PM. And we'll see if we're via Zoom or if we're in person. We will see.
Exactly.
Is
right,
there
Reagan,
a
thank you.
motion? You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So move. Thank you, Richard. Is there a second?
I
I'll take it.
second.
I heard
Either one.
Nancy. I heard Nancy second, so thank you, Nancy. And any discussion on adjourning?
No.
Silly question.
I know. Hearing none, I will ask for the roll call one final time to adjourn. So Nancy,
Aye.
Richard,
Aye.
Tim,
I
and Regan, we are adjourned. Everyone, thank you very much for attending this evening, and we'll see you next month.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
again. All right.
Bye, everybody.